Hello and welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, we will see what is nested type and how we can use it in C Sharp. So right now, a nested type is a way that we can define, let's say, like a class inside a class. Okay, so we keep them like inside each other. So if I go to the employee class right here, okay, now what I want to do, I wanna add another class. Okay, I'm sorry, let me just remove that public, and let's call in the class and let's call it nested class. Okay, so now this inside the employee class right here, we are having this nested type, okay, which is the nested class, as you notice. Now if I come over here, okay, how can I retrieve the nested class, okay, from the employee class? Okay, now let's come over here. Now if I come and call in the nested class, okay, we just create an object here, okay, and I will call it a new nested class. Okay, now I want you to notice that I cannot access directly. Okay, so not direct access to the nested class. Okay, and as you notice, we don't have like this class defined due to the fact that we are using it as a nested type inside the employee class. Okay, so now how we can access it? We will need to reference the employee. Let me show you how. Okay, so we will call in the employee and then we will call in the nested class. Okay, and as you notice now, oh, I'm sorry, let me take this. Okay, now notice that we having this nested class object from it. Okay, let's just call it nested, yep. Okay, now we can access it. So notice the way that we need to define the class. Okay, we need to call in the parent type. Okay, then we will call in the nested type. Okay, so be careful when you working with the nested class. This is the way that we can let's say reference the nested class, okay, and get its property. So now let's come back here. Now the nested class will not differ from any class. You can just like come over here, we can inherit from the profile class. Okay, we can come add some properties. Okay, let's call in this string, this call it nested property. Okay, what else we can do? We can define another method. Okay, nested method. Okay, oops. So now if I come over here to the program and call in the nested object, as you notice I have full access to the nested property, to the inherited name, and also email from the profile. Okay, and we also this method right here. Okay, now let me just go back right here. Okay, now if I go to the profile, notice that we have also access inside the nested class to the set name email method. Okay, but if you notice with me that we don't have like the property right here, like or the other methods, okay, for the employee class. So we are not like inheriting from the employee class anymore. We are just nested inside it. We can do whatever we want. We can define some types. We can add different methods. So we don't like have an inheritance relationship. We have a nested class relationship that contains whatever we want, but to access the nested class we need to call in the parent type, then we can access it. Now if I make this private, we go back. Now notice that we don't have access to it anymore, okay, because it's became private. All right, but if I come over here, okay, and let me try to call in the nested class. Okay, let's call it nested. Okay, notice that I have free access to it inside the parent class. Okay, we don't get any error or anything because it's a private. Even if it's public, we have no problem. We can come over here, access the nested class, as you notice, get all the properties we need, define them, add value to them. No worries or no problem. Okay, so that's for the nested class. All right, so I hope you enjoy and find this lecture useful. Thank you for watching.